here at Note Camp 2022, and I will tell you this, from some of you, this session is going to be the most productive. This session, don't get me wrong, we've had some great speakers. Every speaker has delivered value and content amongst, but one of the biggest things about Note Camp is not just content, it's A&M. It's the actions and the marketing involved with that. And this guy that's our next one is a staple here at Note Camp because of the fact he covers both of those and is here to help provide you guys with some very valuable tools to help you take your business to that next level, get it out of the starting blocks or get it off the sidelines and actually taking some action. And one of the things that we always worry about is people are always worried to automate. I got to do it. It seems like I got to do all this stuff. And how do I do this around my current job? And I got to spend all this stuff. Just do yourself a favor. Take a deep breath, because Darin Adams is going to answer those questions on how to close more note deals and raise more money with automation. Because it's the 21st century here, and Scotty's here. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain, to beam you into the 21st century to learn how to start marketing like a 21st century note investor. So, Darin, glad to have you, buddy. I know that you're going to, if people want questions and want to ask questions, that's fine. We'll be monitoring the chat room a little bit, but you probably take time at the end to answer most of them, correct?
Yeah, so if people have questions, we're going. It's hard for me to do a presentation because the chat doesn't see the same way, and I got to open up a box. We'll have some questions where I'll actually physically interact with the people. But if people have questions, just shout it out. Scotty, give it all he's got, is going to monitor some of that. So you can take care of some of that as we go, but we'll do some questions. Oh, wow, just like that. Just like that. He gave it all he's got, and now...
I'm letting you beam it up. I'm here. I'm lurking in the background.
See, it's the lurking thing. See, you know it. I am excited to share with everybody some ideas. And I love the two letters he mentioned, the A and the M, the action and the marketing, because that's literally what I'm going to talk to you about, is how to do some marketing. And anyway, we'll get to that. But the action part is really important here. And it's sometimes hard. I'm getting already riled up, and we're only like 30 seconds into this. The action part is what is so critical. And if you're sitting there and you're watching, and you're like, oh yeah. It's like, get up off your butt and take some action. And I'm going to give you the tools and the knowledge to be able to do that, so that you can, when today's all said and done, tomorrow's all said and done, by the time you start next week, you'll have the action that you can do stuff. Let me click on my share screen.
The biggest thing about taking action is the P. It leads to profits. That's the thing. Action and marketing lead to P, profits. You don't get the P with that action.
Right.
Unless you're taking a P, but that's different.
I was going to say that you don't get to P unless you're taking action. And anyway, so yeah, that's what this is all about. So what I want to show you about is how to get organized. That's kind of the action, so that you can then do some marketing, get notes, and get P, get paid, get profit, get pennies. I'm trying to think of another P word that has to do with money, but you get the idea. Pounds, like if you're in England, it could be getting pounds. So that's what it's all about. I'm going to show you how to get organized, how to get notes, how to get paid. We're going to amp things up with the action and the marketing and the getting paid on, getting the profit, getting the money coming in. So that's exactly what I want to show you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about some tools inside of a suite of tools called Keep. Keep is sort of like a little toolbox with a whole bunch of different stuff in there, and they all do different things. It's like if you're a doctor and you have your little kit there, you got your thermostat, your thermometer, your stethoscope, your blood cuff pressure thing. You got all those different tools. I'm going to show you what each one of those is and how you're going to use each one of those to help you get the P. Do your marketing, take your action. Let me tell you a quick little story. So a couple months ago, my family, I took them over to London. We got to see all the sights. There was Big Ben. We saw the London Tower Bridge. Now, the London Tower Bridge is not the same as the London Bridge. You know, the whole thing about London Bridge is falling down. This is not the London Bridge. The London Bridge actually was built a couple hundred years ago. And when they built it a couple hundred years ago, they didn't really know what to expect. And there was more traffic than they expected to be going across the bridge. And so the whole thing about London Bridge is falling down was literally true. Is they discovered a few decades ago, the bridge was sinking. There was too much traffic going across. And when they had built the bridge, they hadn't built it right and didn't have the right infrastructure and support. and have the right foundation to build that. So now they're into it and they're like, oh, we built it wrong. We're not set for where the future's going. And so we actually have to tear the whole bridge apart and throw it away. Unless we can find some idiot over in America to buy it. And they did. They found some guy who's like, oh, I'll buy your bridge from you. There he is with his sold sign on top of the bridge. They had to take the bridge apart piece by piece, dismantle it, put it on boats and ship it across the Atlantic Ocean till it got out to the middle of the Arizona desert, where there was no water at all. And since the pieces were all numbered, they were able to put the bridge back together. Now, because there was no water, they were able to build the foundation the right way. They didn't have to worry about it. They could build the structure and everything, knowing regardless what happens in the future, we're building this right now. And then once they had the bridge built, the water came in, they popped up a town right there on the shores of the river. There's even a little London phone booth there on the side. And now the town of Lake Havasu, Arizona is there. Maybe you know about Lake Havasu, maybe you've been there. But the bridge is perfectly sound and structurally fine because they built the foundation right. And they knew, regardless of what's coming, we're building this for where we're going and not what we're thinking at the time. And then back in London, they did the same thing. They said, okay, now that we know what we're doing, let's build the foundation right for the bridge before we build this. And now they have a second bridge there, beautiful sparkling bridge crossing the Thames River, and looks great. So in this analogy, your business, your note investing business, your note business is the equivalent of the bridge. And the question is, when's the best time to build a foundation? It's actually before you build the bridge. You don't want to get into this and be 6 months into it and say, you know what? I didn't build this right. I don't have my database set up. I don't have anything segmented. I don't have any automation. I don't have any outreach to take care of people. I don't have any of this stuff. And now you're 6 months in or you're a year in and you realize, I wish I would have known back then where things were going now, and now it's going to be too hard to do it. So I'm going to show you all the foundational tools, regardless of where you are in your stage. Maybe you're just new and you're starting off. Perfect time to build the foundation. Maybe you're 6 months or a year in, maybe you've been doing this a while. Fantastic. Let's start getting things shored up and let's get the right things in there as soon as possible to help you go forward at a faster pace with making more profit. So we're going to walk through the top 10 ways for you to win more business, top 10 ways for you to get more notes, find more investors, find more notes, turn them over, sell them, all that kind of stuff. Whatever stage is, these are all 10 things that are going to be helpful for you. And I've learned these because even though the majority of people I talk to are not in the note business, they're in the business. And they have the same kind of principles that every single one of you do. They have the same struggles. They have the same challenges that every single one of you does. So you're like, oh, well, I'm different because I deal with notes. Well, you're not really that different. I mean, you're different. You have a different product, and you have some different things, but some of the principles are the exact same. So regardless of that, we're going to walk through them. These 10 things are things that are going to affect you, just like all the other entrepreneurs around the world that I've talked to who have said, here are our biggest problems. And here's the biggest problem right here. Every business in the entire world struggles to get new leads. Every business constantly. Now, for you, a lead could be anything. It could be a note. It could be an investor. It could be a partner. It could be somebody who has provides you with notes. Whatever, here's a list, here's some properties, whatever that might be. Those are all leads. Every single one of those people or properties is a lead. And you especially know that you've got to be getting new leads. Just because you get one doesn't mean you're set and ready to go. It's new leads means new business. It's a long pipeline. And the more ping pong balls you're sticking in this little pipeline tool, the more come out the other side. So you've got to have something to do there. Lesson number one, the problem is that leads have a half-life of 3 days. You meet someone and they say, I'd love to be able to partner with you. I'd love to be able to talk to you about whatever it is you're doing. I'd love to be able to work with you. Guess what? 3 days, they've forgotten half of what you told them, and you've forgotten half of what they told you. So vice versa. You got to think of every person you meet, every potential property or note as a salad. That salad is fresh today, but 3 days from now, that salad is nasty. If I say, hey, there's a salad, who wants salad for lunch? And you're all putting your hands up. We say, okay, now we're gonna box it up and we're gonna save it for 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You can have it Monday. I'll leave it here on the counter for you till Monday. Nobody wants the salad Monday. So it's the same with anybody you meet in the business you want to work with, you want to partner with, you want to do something with. You have got to have automated lead capture. You've got to be able to get them instantly in your database so that you can follow up with them. Otherwise, they are falling through the cracks and you are not doing this. And if you're trying to rely on you manually to remember I am sorry, but it does not work. But if you can do, because remember, all the things I'm going to be talking to you about are automation. If you can set up a way to automate this, to automatically capture those, then you don't have to worry about, wait, oh, I was going to do something. I was going to call them back. I was going to talk to them and, oh, it's probably too late now. I don't want it to be too late. Let me tell you about Danelle. By the way, most of the people I'm going to talk to you about and the examples I'm going to tell you about do not deal with notes. But they're business people, they're entrepreneurs, they're small business owners, exactly like you. So I just need you to insert your business procedure in place of theirs. So with Danella, she speaks and she teaches people how to do better events, live events. And so she says, I've got some tools here for you. Go to this page right here, and you can sign up for my free gifts that I'm going to give you. So I type my name in, instantly I get a confirmation from her. Hey, you can schedule a call with Danella if you'd like to. Wouldn't that be great if you could have people scheduling calls with you? Wait and see what's coming. So that confirmation goes out instantly. I then get the first email. Hey, here's the whatever we promised you. Here's the checklist we got. So you can download this checklist. And you can also, remember, you can schedule a call if you'd like to. I download the checklist. There's some good information. I can link to her calendar. So in there, I can find a time when I can book some time that I might want to chat with her. Would be nice, wouldn't it? She got on a stage once and she said, hey, I'd like to talk to you. Some people that were her ideal clients. And she said, just go to that page. 1,000 people, 1,000 leads came through that page. From those 1,000 people, there were 300 people who booked time on her calendar and 100 people who engaged with her, who did business with her, who signed up and are paying her money and her partners. And she was able to do multiple six figures from that, just from those leads. And that was the only tweak she did. She made one little tweak. She just did automated lead capture, because up until then, things were falling through the cracks and she wasn't getting back with people, and she was forgetting to talk to people. And now she has 1,000 new people in the database, 300 people on her calendar, and multiple six figures. Do you know how long it took her to enter in all the information for those 1,000 people? It didn't take her any, because that was all done through automation. She just said, go to the page. They did. They typed their own information in, and now they're in her database and segmented, and she knows information about them, and the follow-up went out. This is another thing. You might meet someone and say, I'd love to do business with you. I'd love to talk to you more. Here's my business card. And you do the business card exchange thing. And then this happens. And I know, because this is the top of my desk. People have just given me business cards, and you think, oh, let me get back to this person. You're looking at it like, I don't remember who Evan is. I'll check in another week, as if you're going to remember in another week. If you don't remember now, you're not going to remember in another week. So what you have to do is turn this instantly into a contact, someone you're going to be able to follow up with. If you do what I'm about to tell you, you will never have to take another business card ever again. Ready? So you open up the Keep app on your Keep phone. So there are different options there. The top button, you can import contacts from your phone. So maybe you have 50 or 100 people in your phone who could be good business partners, who could be doing stuff with you, investing with you, partnering with you, selling you, buying, all that stuff. You can just import them in, put them into your business list. Not just in your phone list, but switch them over into your Keep business list. The bottom button, you can manually enter somebody. So maybe you're meeting someone and they say, oh, can you just give me your contact information? They're entering their contact information, not in your phone, but into your database, in your list. The middle button is the cool one. This is the most amazing one of all. You literally take a picture of someone's business card, hold the business card up, hold your phone up, and just take a picture of it. The Keep app reads the information from the business card, asks you some questions of like, are they a lead or a client? And instantly, from pushing a button, there's the contact record for Bobby Joe Thuit. I just took her business card, and this is the contact record. If I want to, that's viewing it on my phone. If I want to view it on my laptop, there's Jack Smithson on my laptop. That's how easy this is. You take a picture, you do this, push a button, and you have a contact record created. Or you tell people, go to a page, and you don't even have to worry about pushing the button. This is only number 1 on our list of our top 10, but this is so critical, the foundational thing of doing automated lead capture. So you're not relying on you remembering to do something. Just Out of sight, out of mind. Take a picture, send people to a page, do whatever. And you don't have to be speaking in front of a live group. You can just meet someone in person. You can say, oh, go to my page, sign up. I'll send you some follow-up information. And now you've engaged them and you've captured them and you have them in your database. That's number one. Here's number two. Your free time should be called burning money time. That's a bad thing, by the way. And I want you to have free time. I don't want you to have burning money time. The bad kind of free time is the unplanned kind of free time.
Burning money, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's basically it. Because if you think in your mind, I'm going to be having 9 to 5, I'm going to be working, I'm going to have income generating activity, and nothing's on your calendar from 1 to 3, that no longer is making money time. That is burning money time, because you're not doing anything. And I want you to have free time when you want to, but if you're planning on working and planning on generating money, I need you to have that calendar filled. And so lesson number 2 is the faster you schedule something, the sooner something happens. If you can just get things on your calendar faster, you're going to be making more money faster. So you need to have a scheduling calendar tool. This would be like Calendly, if you're familiar with that, or Time Trader, Visita, Schedule Once. There's lots of different tools out there. We integrate with all of those, but you have to pay for those. And I'm trying to save you money. So instead, you can just use the calendar tool inside of Keep. You're welcome to use another one if you want to. But if you want to save money, just use the calendar tool that you've already got built into Keep. It's simple. There's a blank calendar there. Syncs up with Google or Outlook. Maybe I've got a Google Calendar over here. Those events will auto-populate there. So I don't manage multiple calendars. Everything's all in one spot. Bottom left corner, free 30-minute marketing link. I'm just going to click on that button. I can create as many of those as I want. Maybe it's like a 10-minute intro call. Maybe it's 30 minutes to talk about a specific note or specific property, doing business, some kind of thing you're doing. Maybe it's an hour. Or maybe you really want to get in depth. You'll have different links that you can send to someone. So you pull up John in your database, push the 30-minute marketing link, sends it to John. Then John can see your database. He can see your calendar. He knows when you're free, picks a time. You don't have to have this back and forth. When are you free? When are you free? When are you free? He just books some time. Then at the Keep will ask him, what's your contact information? If John is not already in your database, if he came and got the calendar link some other way, this is another automated lead capture tool to get more people in your database. You can do business with more people. Then the confirmation, thanks, your appointment's confirmed. That was easy. And then we'll send reminders. You got an appointment coming up tomorrow. You got an appointment coming up in an hour. Gets them on your calendar faster, and then makes sure they show up. And then you can even embed that calendar link. You take the embed code and embed it where you want. Put it on your website, put it in a landing page, put it in an email. The more people that can find your calendar link, guess what? More people are going to be booking time with you. More people doing business with you. More people getting you P, getting you profits, getting you the money. It all starts with that little calendar. This is Kev. He does not do notes at all, but I'm just going to tell you a quick little thing he does. So he has a fitness a gym place. He coaches people primarily over 40 how to get in shape. So from his website, you can see the little blue button down there that says book your consultation. He let people book appointments with him from his website. Simple, no brainer, right? And then he took that same link. This is an email that's going out in Keep to his database. You can see at the bottom, it says book in your call here. He put the same link in an email so that people could book an appointment or consultation with him through an email. He's charging money for those consultations. He made $2,000 just off of that, just making that one thing. But imagine if you could do the same kind of thing. You send out an email, put your calendar link in there, and now people are calling you. They're booking time with you, and now you're doing business. And you don't have that 1 to 3 burning money time anymore. Now you're making money when you want to. Here's number 3. Number 3, if you're running a sloppy business, you're not profitable. I think a lot of times when people start getting into notes, it sometimes can get a little overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of moving parts. And sometimes we're not as organized as we want to be. Sometimes we get to be a little sloppy. And if you can trim out some of the slop, you can increase the profit. Lesson number 3 is you've got to become the Marie Kondo of your business. I don't know if any of you guys know who Marie Kondo is. My wife is a big fan of Marie Kondo. Marie Kondo, basically, you got to get organized here. Marie Kondo is an organizational guru. She's got books, she's got TV shows, that whole thing about, hold something, does it spark joy? Then you can keep it. If it doesn't spark joy, then let it go. And then put everything in the right spot. My wife loves Marie Kondo. And one of the reasons I hate her is because we had to refold all of our dish towels in our kitchen, because this is how Marie Kondo says to do it. If you fold your t-shirts differently and your socks differently, I don't get it. But we now do this. My wife has another addiction problem. She's addicted to ribbon. She's never met a roll of ribbon she didn't like. We have buckets of ribbon, bags of ribbon, boxes of ribbon. The ribbon was taken over the house. So I said, honey, I'm going to build you a ribbon shelf. Look, you got 5 shelves here. You can put all your ribbon on. Our son was just moving out, and she said, oh, great. I'm gonna take over his room. I'm going to turn it into my wrapping room. Like, wait, no, we don't need to have a whole room devoted to that. Shouldn't I have a man cave or something like that? Don't I get something? Like, no, it's now the wrapping room. And it's not even a wrapping room, because I tried to wrap in there once and I got in trouble. I got kicked out, because this is the wrapping room. It is not so much a room to wrap in. It is a room about organization. Everything's got its spot. There's the bulk roll of wrapping paper and the greeting cards and the scissors and everything that you need for anything. My wife spends time in here every morning, not to wrap or do any kind of project or something like that. She just spends time to feel organized. And she knows if she starts the day surrounded by organization, she's going to be able to get more done during the day. This is how it needs to feel for you. And when she's sitting in that chair, there it is. There's the ribbon shelf. That's what she's staring at. This is what the note business needs to feel like to you, because right now, for many of you, it feels more like the ribbon in the boxes and the bags and the buckets on the floor, and you're sorting through and you're trying to find stuff. And what do I know about this person? What do I know about this note? What do I know about this opportunity? And you're digging through, and it's kind of all over the place. It needs to be like this. If I ask you, where's the black and white check roll of ribbon? You know exactly where it is. I could ask, where's the red and white stripe? You'd know exactly where it is. Everything's got its spot. And that's what your business needs to feel like. And when I say business, because everyone, it's not like you're not like a plumber or a CPA or something like that. You have a note investing business, and you need to treat it like a real business with real business tools that real business people use. So this is the equivalent of a CRM, a client or customer or contact relationship management tool that's going to allow you to track all those people and know everything you need to know about them. Every one of those the ribbons is like a different person. And if I say, what do you know about John? It's not like in the bucket and bag box on the floor. You know exactly where John is. You take John off, you have all that information right there at your fingertips, and you can find that and you can track that, and that's information that's usable for you. So you've got to have a CRM that's going to organize all of your information and your people so that they're not notes on the back of a business card or a legal pad or sticky notes or a spreadsheet. You can't track things through any of that. That's not information that's going to help you. A CRM is the most powerful tool to help you be organized so you will make more money. This is what the CRM looks like inside of Keep, which is world-class CRM. Over here on the left, you can see the leads, the clients, people who've been invoiced. It's like, oh, look, the different color. It looks like different shelves of ribbon right there. If I want to just see my leads, I can push that button there, and it'll bring up just the people who are my leads. If I have a new contact, someone I just met today, someone's talking about a property, someone's talking about a note or something like that. Oh, let me create a new contact here. I can do that manually. Every person that you know has their own contact record. So in this case, this is for Jack Smithson. You can see his name there. And if you have 100 or 1,000 or 100,000, doesn't really matter. Each person has that. And they're going to have all their information right there at your fingertips that you're going to need to know. Underneath Jack's name there, you can see a grayed out button that says activity. This is going to show you calls you've made, emails you've sent, notes you've made. So maybe Jack said, we got to talk in 3 months. I have something coming up and we need to talk in 3 months. So make sure you don't. And if it's you relying on your memory, you might forget. But if you make a note in there, then the Keep reminds you. You can see the note. Oh, he told me to call him back in 3 months. It's been 3 months. It's time for me to get in touch. Next button over is details, name, email, phone number, address, all of that kind of information. 100 fields. There are 100 fields for you to put all the information that's going to be important for you to do business. The next button is email. Maybe you were in Keep and sent an email, that'll be there. Maybe there was an automation, a series, we'll talk about that a little bit more, that'll be there. Maybe you were in Google and you in your Gmail and sent something from that. Remember, it syncs up with Google, so that'll be there. Tracking all your email is tracking your relationship and your history. So now you know how to deal with that person. This is just allowing, once again, the more organized you are, the more money you're going to make. So get the right tools that'll help you do that. Here's lesson number 4 on our top 10. It's good to know people, but it's better to know what they want. This is kind of a struggle. It's these annoying people that come up and say, hey, you know what? Here's, I've got a great solution for you. And they don't really know. You've got to be able to know what people want. Everybody on your database is not the same. Some people might want to partner. Some people want to invest. Some people want it, but whatever the different things that, however they want to engage with you. Some people are brand new. Some people have been around forever. You've got to be able to know what they want and what they're looking for from you, because not everyone is the same. And if you send the same things to everyone, if you communicate with everyone the same way, you're doing more damage than good. For example, repeat customers, or opposed to just people you're meeting for the first time, people you've invested with many times and done lots of business, or someone who's never, it's important to know who those people might be. And so you've got to have list segmentation so you can list who those people are. Have you done business 20,000 times with them before? Have you, this is the first time ever? That would be a good thing to know. So in the database, you can see at the bottom down there, it says you need custom fields. We've got you covered. You didn't even notice it down there, but it was hiding down there. This is going to be able to be something for you to list information that's going to be helpful for you to know. Are they interested in properties in Indiana versus Illinois? That might be good to know. Are they interested in partnering with you? Are they interested? Do they have notes that are available they're trying to sell to you? Those are all important things to know. So now you can say, pull up a segment of my list. Show me just people who are looking at buying notes in Indiana. And now you're speaking to them in the right way. If you're sending the same information to everyone, you are training people who might not be in that segment that you don't have anything for them. So send the right emails, the right communication to the right people with list segmentation. So that's how you build the relationship. That's how you let people know, I know you, I know what you're looking for. I'm providing information that you are looking for. So list segmentation. And coming on the heels of that is lesson number 5. Invisible businesses get robbed every day. And sometimes it's a little bit different, because a lot of times note investors, and we kind of fly under the radar. People don't remember as much about it, and that's okay. But you need to be visible when you need to be visible. And if someone wakes up and says, who should I call? I've got this great opportunity. Who can I reach out to? You need to make sure you're number 1 or 2 on that list. If you're number 7 or 8, you've become invisible. So you've got to do whatever you can to make sure you're number 1 or 2. So you do that through email and text updates. If people don't automatically think of you as number 1 or number 2, send more emails, send more texts. Make sure people know who you are, what you do, and how they can work with you. Sometimes it's a little bit vague and they might not know. So make sure through your marketing, your email and text marketing, people know who you are, what you do, and how they can work with you. That's how they reach out. That's how you make sure you don't become an invisible business. And I know a lot of people get a little bit wigged out about, oh, I don't want to send too many emails. So I get a lot of emails. These guys, some inspiring speakers group, I know you're not speakers, but sometimes the principle applies. Do you see how many times they sent me an email on October 30th? You look over there on the right-hand side. They sent me 4 emails on one day. And I am not telling you to send 4 emails a day. Although if you had great opportunities and you had 4 opportunities in a day, you might want to send 4 emails in a day. My point is, don't become invisible. Don't get scared of emailing. If you want to build a relationship so people know who you are, what you do, and how they can work with you, send more emails, not less. And I'm not telling you to send an email a day. And I'm not telling you to send 4 emails a day. I'm just telling you, send more if you're not already number 1 or number 2. Okay, we're going to play a quick little game here. Okay, everybody ready? So you're going to have to jump in chat. I'm going to open my chat to see your answers on this, and we'll see how well you do here. Okay. There are 4 columns when you open up an email. I have 3 of them on the screen here. There's the name of the person sending you the email. there is the subject line of whatever the email is. There's the day they're sending the email, and then there's the time that they're sending the email. Which of those things do you think is most critical in determining if somebody is going to open that email? Is it the name, the subject, the day, or the time? So just in chat, oh, you guys are fast. You guys, oh my, you like, I didn't have to like give you any warning. You're all on this. Yeah. So which one do you think is the most important between name, subject, day, or time? What'll be the most important thing in determining who, if they open your email? Okay, I'll give you 5 more seconds now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, nobody's 1, 0, I guess. Nobody said time. Nobody said day. Overwhelmingly, you all voted for subject. Well, not overwhelmingly, because like whatever, Tamiko and Barb voted for name. The correct answer is name. Name. The name is determined. If you get an email from, and this is good news, because I don't want you to worry and stress out over subject. I got to make sure I have the right subject line. I can't send an email until I have the perfect subject line. If you get an email from your mom or from your child or from your best friend or from your sibling or something like that, are you going to open it? Yes, you're going to open it, because who's sending you the email? It's their name and their reputation. That's what's going to determine if you open that email. Now, I will tell you that sometimes as you're building the relationship with people to develop that, it's going to be the subject and the date and the time. But once you develop that relationship, it is your name, because you built a relationship with them and they come to expect it. If you get an email from Scotty tomorrow, are you going to open it? Yes, you're going to open it because of who's sending it. If you get an email from who knows what, are you going to open it? Might not, because you don't know the name. So build a relationship with people. And you do that by sending more emails, not fewer emails. Don't spam people. Now, this gets into another little thing about not spamming. Find what people want and deliver that to them. If my neighbor comes over and says, hey, I got a plate of brownies. You want them? Yes, please. Thank you very much. Comes over a week later. Hey, I got some chocolate chips. Do you want some chocolate chip cookies? Do you want some? Yes, please. I'd like those too. Find out what people want and deliver that to them, and they will welcome that. Don't spam them with unwanted stuff or with spammy stuff or stuff that, just constantly trying to pitch them or sell them or something like that. But find out what they're interested. And now they're going to welcome your emails. They're going to love getting emails. You're going to be like showing up with the chocolate chip cookies for people. Okay, we're going to play another quick little game. Let me scoot to the next one here. Oh, maybe we're not. Maybe I don't have the slide in here. I'm trying to figure out, should I do it? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Because I like playing the games. So there are a couple of friends of mine, Rob and Kennedy, 2 guys. They have a list, and they send an email every day to everyone on their list with an offer to buy something. So every single day, every single person on their list gets at least one email with an opportunity to buy and engage with them somehow. So you can run your email list through a spam reader, and it will tell you how many people are reporting you as spam. 0 means nobody's reporting you as spam. 100 means everyone's reporting you as spam. So what do you think the spam rating is for Rob and Kennedy, knowing that every day they send at least one email to everyone on their list with an opportunity to buy? So just throw out your number, anywhere from 0 to 100. What do you think their spam rating is? Anywhere from 0 to 100. Allison's fast. She jumped in there right off the bat with that 100. Okay. Anybody else got some other numbers? Okay. Now we're getting on. Now we've got the highs and the lows here. Oh, Barb is this renegade. Always coming up with some crazy, weird, off the wall answer. Okay. Got a few more answers in here. Just jump out any number from 0 to 100 on what their spam rating is, knowing that they email every day, every single person at least one time with an opportunity to buy. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Donald decided he was going to follow Barb's lead. He figured if Barb was right last time, she might be right again this time. Barb and Donald, you are exactly right. It is 0. And Scotty was close. He was at 5. People don't report you as spam when you show up regularly. I'll report you as spam if you show up as once a quarter or something. I don't know who this person is. Who's this person popping in my inbox? If you show up reliably and you have a relationship with me, I know who you are. I'm not reporting you as spam. I might unsubscribe if it's not information that I want. That's why it's important. You know what they want, and you deliver that. But I'm not going to report you as spam if you show up reliably and consistently. So send more emails to develop a relationship with people. Let them know who you are, what you do, how you can work with them. Then they like getting emails from you, if it's what they want. Let me shut down my little chat here for a second so that I can now advance forward. We just built a brand new email building tool inside of Keep. So normally, you would probably be using email tools like MailChimp or Constant Contact, or maybe you're trying to send through Gmail or Outlook, and they're getting mad if you try to send too many emails at once in a big group of people. That is one of the things that Keep does, that we send emails for people. And we have an email building tool that makes it super easy and beautiful. You can just send, you can see at the top of our email building thing, you can send plain emails. But if you want to have templates, they're beautiful templates. We add new templates all the time, so your emails look great. Just pick a template. You can icons over on the right, you're going to drag and drop whatever icons you want to add, insert into those emails. Maybe you drag, remember, talked about the calendar. So this is dragging the calendar into an email so someone could book an appointment. That's what Kev was doing. We talked about social media icons. You can connect people with that through emails. There are millions of images in a library that you can choose from and add in. So your emails are going to look rich. They're going to look beautiful. They're going to look colorful. They're going to look so professional. They're going to look fantastic. And they're going to have good content in them. So people are now you're raising your reputation for when someone gets an email from you, like, oh, I like it. Like when Rob and Kennedy, I love getting their emails. They're fun, engaging emails. You're going to have that same kind of thing, because your emails are going to look beautiful. They're going to be rich, and they're going to have good content, rich information in there, because you're going to identify what people want, and that's what you're going to deliver to them. There's another thing you're going to be able to do as well, is there are pipeline tools. Normally you'd have to pay extra for a pipe drive or a tool like that. But inside of Keep, you can now track. This is so critical when you're trying to track different stages of notes and process and sales and the things that are going along. So you can determine what these stages are. In this case, there's a new lead that comes in, then we're negotiating, then a quote has been sent. You can determine whatever the stages are for you. So at a glance, you now see what your business looks like. This isn't you like flying an airplane into a cloud and having no idea what's going on. I wish I knew what's going on. Now you know, because you can see where the stages for all the deals that you've got going. A friend of mine, she sells like automation courses, teaching people how to automate emails. So you can see over in the first category, the first column there, she has one of those people that is interested in a course called Automation Foundations. They're a lead. She's now sent information follow-up to them. And so she needs to take them out of that column into the next column. So she just drags and drops and slides them over. As she does that, that triggers automation to go out. So the emails automatically kick in when she does that, because now they're going to need some different follow-up. And at a glance, she can see everything that's happening. She can see who's opening, who's clicking, who's reading, which stages of the business everything's in. Just makes it easier for you with charts and graphs, and you can see what your business is doing. At a glance, you now know, so you're not flying blind. Here's lesson 6 on our top 10 list. Oh, yeah, sorry. Whoops. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm going a little button crazy. You got to be able to take your business with you, but have boundaries. Now, this is so important. The note investing business is a little bit different. It's not like we're going to a big factory and we're all sitting there with people. A lot of times it's solo business. It's us on our own. It's us talking one-on-one with people. And we might not have an office. We might be out on the road. We might be looking at properties and talking to people as we're doing other stuff. So you got to be able to take your business with you, have the right tools and technology to work when you want, where you want, with whomever you want. But you don't want to lose your work-life balance in all that thing and let it take over. So you got to have some boundaries. So I'm going to show you a couple different tools. First of all, you're going to get a new business phone line. This would be something that you would pay for Grasshopper or something like that. And that's great, but it's going to be built into Keep, so you don't have to worry about paying extra. It's a new phone number. It's going to have a different phone number, but it will then your cell phone, but it will ring on your cell phone. So when someone calls it, you'll say, oh, this is a business call coming through. There'll be a different voicemail on there. You can snooze it and pause it. It just sounds different when you tell somebody, call my office number, call my work line. It's still just going to ring through on your cell phone, but it just gives a different perception. Like, oh, this is legit. It gives people more confidence in working with you and dealing with you. It's easy to get a business phone line. Just log into the Keep app, hit the green K, enter your area code, say area code 480. There are a bunch of phone numbers to choose from. Just pick one. It's that easy. And for some of you who already have a different phone number, you can port that over as your business phone number as well. So people call the business number, even if it's a number you port over, that'll ring through here, and you'll have your personal cell phone. It'll all be here. You'll be able to operate it all from the same place and give you greater flexibility to do that. Even from there, you can text out. So I'm in the Keep business line and I want to send a text to someone. Hey, let's meet. See the middle of the screen there. There's the camera and the photo. And then there's a little desktop calendar. That's the calendar link that we just created a little while ago that you can send to people. So all you have to do is you push that little button there. It sends your calendar link. In this case, I'm sending it to Michael. I get that. How long did it take to create the contact record? I had my business card. I push a button, take a picture. That's done. I send the calendar link, push a button. That's done. And then next thing I know, I'm getting a notification from Michael. He just booked time with me on my calendar. I can get in the contact record for Michael. And in the notes part, that's that middle part, I can make a note. Great. Michael and I are talking Wednesday. We're going to talk about certain properties, certain notes, certain investments, certain partnerships, certain whatever it might be. You can put all the notes in there so you have that information. That's all stuff you do in the Keep business line. Let me show you some stuff that you can do in the mobile app as well. You log into the mobile app, you can see your CRM there. Your personal texts will connect with your with the contact record. So you create a contact record, maybe for Evan here, I take a picture. Maybe I've sent some text to Evan before that. Now that'll connect and that'll all be accessible all in one place. I can make notes in there. So maybe in this case, it's Bobby Joe. I called Bobby Joe and she didn't answer. So I make a note, no answer, left voicemail, because you and I both know we're going to forget that. 2 days later, we're like, wait, what happened? Who was supposed to call who? Who's the ball's in whose court here? You make a note. So I pull up Bobby Joe, like, oh, that's right. I made a note, no answer, left voicemail. I make a note in the tasks part, the bottom one, call Bobby Joe back. So it's keeping track of what has happened, keeping track of what I need to do next. You're getting super organized with this. Even if somebody calls you, the Keep app can recognize that's a new phone number. New number. You want to add them to your contacts? Oh, yeah, totally. I just had a conversation. This could be a good person. I need to deal with this person. I want to make sure they're in my database. So yes, I want to do that. This person's a lead. I'm going to send my contact information to them at the bottom of the screen. You can see there's even a business card icon. So that's what that white box is. Here's my business. Here's my contact information. Put me in your phone. The next blue box is my calendar link. We've done that a couple times. Book time with me. I can send pictures. Here's what the property looks like. Here's the land. Here's the building. Here's the whatever. You can now have access to all this and send it all inside the Keep app. So you can track all this. You've got all the documentation there in one place. You can send emails, you can send text, you can send it from your phone, you can send it from your laptop. This is just letting you restore that work-life balance so that you're going to be able to work when you want, where you want, with whomever you want. All these things are building, and we just had let people know who you were and how they can work with you. Now you're getting to the place where they're actually doing that. Okay, lesson number 7. Websites are pretty, landing pages are profitable. Well, I'm going to open up chat again because I want to ask a quick little question here. If my chat will open. First of all, how many of you do you have a website? Just a yes or a no if you have a website. Oh, I got one ahead of myself. Yeah. So do you have a website? Okay. And there's no right or wrong question here. I'm just trying to gauge. Okay. So it's about. Oh, yeah. Okay. Blaine has yes with some landing pages. Great. And it's about 50-50. Maybe 60 have websites. 40 don't. Okay. Good. Websites are great. Websites are important. If I'm going to vet you, and there's a lot of that that's going to be going on. If I'm going to be doing business with you and it's going to be involving money, I'm going to probably go to a website and need to vet you and do some research and make sure some stuff. But websites aren't where people take action as much. Let me ask another question. How many of you have you ever built a landing page? Because I know a couple of you built landing pages. So now the second part, landing pages. Okay. Yes. No. Probably about the same 50-50. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Scotty's showing off multiple. Do 20 a day. Can't you tell? Okay. Let me close this down for a second. By the way, if you have a question, remember, Scotty's in there. Scott's answering all your questions. Landing pages are the new website. Landing pages are where people take action. It's the idea of going to a mall. The mall is like the website. There's a lot to see and a lot to do there. But the cash register is the landing page. That's where you want to get people so they're taking action. Landing pages are the new website. There are people who, so for those of you who have websites, great. Now we're going to talk about landing pages. You can connect to those so people take action. For those of you who don't have websites, don't worry about it right now. Get an online presence with landing pages, and you can build landing pages in like a fraction of the time. You're not spending thousands of dollars to build a big website. You're using some drag and drop template-based tools to be able to do it in 10, 20, 30 minutes. And now you can direct people places so they can know how to do business with you and engage with you better. This type of a thing, get it for free, sign up for something. There's no tabs here. There's just a landing page for someone to sign up. That's what Danella used at the beginning. I told you about her example. These guys do some loans for equity loans. So from their website, and this is like for those of you who have websites. So the first two, this is for if you don't have a website, just build a landing page. If you have a website, you do what Equity Home Remedy Loans do. You can see at the bottom down there, click here to start. So they want to get you off of the website, taking action on a landing page. So I fill out this is all just on a landing page. So I fill out the information, I get the confirmation. Fantastic. You've done exactly what you need to do. We'll be in touch with you. That's the beauty of a landing page. It lets me know I've done what I need to do, that I've finished it. And now you guys are taking care of it from there. So landing pages let people take action. Most of the time, it will get them in your database. You'll be able to have some automated follow-up that goes out to them. We just built a brand new landing page building tool inside of Keep too. So this is going to be great. You're going to love this. You're just going to pick a template for whatever template. One of the closest ones I could find is like just a regular real estate person. So second from the top, second from the left. It'll help you find your dream house. So I say, okay, that's a good template. Shows you what it looks like on a laptop. It'll show you what it looks like on a phone. You can see, okay, that's good. I'm going to call it real estate services. So I enter the title. That's my template. Over here on the right are a bunch of different icons that I can drag and drop to add things onto my landing page. This is simple and easy. I was just at an event where this woman she kept saying she builds landing pages in 10 minutes. So first of all, let's color it a little bit differently. Maybe I want green and white and black as my colors, and then things sort of a tint that color. I'm going to drag the calendar link over there so someone can book an appointment through a landing page with me. Maybe I want to add some urgency onto something. Hey, quickly jump on this opportunity, or I've got some webinar I'm doing. I'm announcing something, so you can add a timer that's ticking down. You're dragging a transaction form. So if you wanted people to do some kind of business with you, you could actually take payments through a landing page. Social media stuff. There are images. You say, oh no, I just want real estate images. So you can just pick some of those. It'll narrow that down. You can choose how you want it to lay out. And then one of the cool things is you can link multiple landing pages together. So it's like a funnel. There's a first page and a second page. You can see in the upper right that this is the second page. And then I'll say there's the main page and the second page and a thank you page. So you can link multiple pages. Normally you'd have to pay like Groove funnels or Click funnels or something like that, hundreds of dollars. You can now build mini funnel experiences inside of the Keep landing page building. Maybe they take some action here and there's an opportunity, there's a thank you page or whatever the second page is. So you're just walking them through a funnel and then you're done. I mean, that was it. We built like 17 landing pages just going through some examples, and you're ready to publish. We host those at Keep. You're going to build those inside of the Keep landing page building tool. We take care of hosting them all for you. You're just then going to connect, have links from your website or from an email or from wherever it might be, where someone can connect there so they can go take action and do something with you. And now you're sending people to a place where they're going to do action with you. Okay, lesson number 8. The sooner you invoice, the faster you get paid. I used to struggle, and some of you might need this more than others. Some of you might not need this at all. I used to struggle getting paid for coaching and consultation and stuff, just because I didn't have any kind of invoice template or whatever. It would take me forever to try to find. But you can build quotes and invoices inside of Keep as well. A couple quick clicks. Hey, to work with me, blah, blah, blah. Have a little pipeline, see it there. To work with me, here's the invoice, upload the logo. Once again, you have your little pipeline, you can see it there. And we sync up with QuickBooks integration, QuickBooks Online. So if you use QuickBooks Online for anything you're doing, it's great. We integrate with hundreds of different programs, and the QuickBooks green QB circle on the left is one of those. Okay, now let me get to lesson number 9. Lesson number 9 is kind of the heart of what I want to talk to you about. Lesson number 9 is probably the most important, because 1 through 8 are very brain-based. We're automatically capturing leads. We're driving people to our CRM. We have better tools to connect on a phone or a text, and we're sending email automation out, not automation yet. We're sending quotes. It's all this very, very brain-based stuff. But a lot of people don't make decisions with their brain. Now, that sounds bad. That sounds bad. We actually make decisions with our heart, and we justify them with our brain. And we don't make a decision the first time we hear an opportunity. It normally takes a couple times. I mean, there might be rare occasions when you're like, some unbelievable opportunity, people are jumping on it. But sometimes it takes a little bit longer, and you have to warm people up, and you have to build your relationship with them. And not even just for a specific note, but just to do business in general. And lesson number 9 is that repetition makes champions. That repetition is you continuing to say, hey, here's how I can help you. Here's what I'm about. Here's how we can do business together. Here's some opportunities. And little by little, now, because remember, we make decisions with our heart, little by little, my heart starts to feel what you're about. And it's not just my brain trying to figure this out. My heart comes to the conclusion like, yes, this would be a good thing. So automated campaigns are how you do that, because you will not do that on your own. You will forget, things will fall through the cracks. You won't do the follow-up that you need to. You let automated campaigns do a lot of that work. People get a little bit nervous when I start talking automated campaigns. So I'm going to remind you of the game of Candyland. Remember when you were young, when you played Candyland, little colored squares, you start at the bottom, get to the top. Remember that. Now, let me tell you about Jace. Jace has nothing to do with real estate or property, but in this case, I'm just going to sort of walk you through. In his case, he wants to get people to come to an event that he's putting on. So he has a landing page and a lead magnet. The lead magnet is designed to get people onto his database so he can follow up with them. So he has an offer. He says, give me your information. So as soon as they type their name in, that contact goes into his CRM. So there's the contact record. All the pieces of the puzzle are starting to come together here. It's all making sense here. So the name goes in there. The green circle is, okay, we've created the contact record that connects to that green rectangle. The green rectangle is a surprise. It's like, oh, it's like Christmas morning. It's a box. If I open up the box, that's actually like a little series of automation. It's a little series of emails that are going to go out. I normally don't show people a lot of inner workings, but you guys are smart enough here. This is simply a path. On this date, that calendar at the top, on this date, send this email. On this date, send this email. It's just a series of dates and emails. Every green square is an email that goes out. Because at the beginning, somebody's over here. I'm over here at the starting line. And you got to get me to the finish line, whatever that finish line might be. And I don't get there in one step. In this case, I'm getting there in 10 steps. And Jace has just mapped out, here are the 10 things that get somebody from starting line to finish line. And they're just going to automatically go out. He's got Keep so he can get in. He can see who's opening, who's clicking, who's engaging, who's reading. He can track all that information. And that little automation right there, that little sequence of 10 emails Looks a lot like Candyland, right? It's just a simple little path. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't get intimidated. Don't get scared by what we're talking about here. This is simply colored squares, different emails, but little by little, get someone from here to here. Automation will do that. Let me give you a couple of other examples. These guys do some residential assisted living and homes in neighborhoods that they can turn into residential assisted living homes and looking for people to come live there. So at the Facebook, this is their website. You can see like not their website, this is their Facebook page. You can see they can take an ad out on Facebook. So they've got a free book. They say, hey, during COVID, people need to be a little more cautious, especially older people. We've got a book about how to keep seniors safe. So if you're interested in this, we've got a book, would love to send it to you. This is their lead magnet. This is the start of the automation. So I say, yeah, I'd love to be able to get that. Takes me to a landing page where I type and fill out my information. So I can, now my information is in their database. Instantly, that first book comes out to me. Hey, here you go. Here's what we promised you. Another email goes out. Hey, here's a blog post that we wrote about why smaller is better, yada, yada. They've got the Keep calendar link so they can say, book some time if you'd like to come in and book an appointment with us and we can show you around the place. Everything is all done through automation, including finally the welcome email. We've got a place reserved for you. Click here for the welcome letter and information. Everything from the first to the last was all done through automation. They're not waking up thinking, who do we need to send an email to today? Who do we need to reach out to? It is all built in and it is just happening, going on in the background. And Elizabeth Ryder, she's a nutritionist. So she says, I'd love to be able to help you get in better shape. I've got a quiz here. I'll tell you what mistake is killing your healthy habit efforts. So for her lead magnet is this little interactive quiz that I walk through. So I say, I'm a guy. As you might gather, I like to eat cupcakes. She asks me a couple other questions. She says, great, I've got your results for you. Give me your email address and I'll send you the results. So I type in my name and email address. She says, okay, you've got goal confusion. You want to lose weight. You want to eat cupcakes. That doesn't really work. So I'm here at the starting line. She's captured my information. She has me segmented. She knows information about me based on the answers that I've answered in her. She has all the information that she needs, everything ready to go. And guess what happens after this? You would think I would get email automation, but nothing happened. Elizabeth has great answers and solutions and resources and help. She's got something I need, but she just doesn't have a way to get it to me. I never got anything more from her. I'm still standing here waiting back here at the starting line with no idea where to go and how to go, what to do. I don't want any of you to be like that. I want you to make sure that you have the resources to automate that relationship building so that you can get what you need to get into the hands of the people who need to get that. And automation does that. Lesson number 10 on our top 10 list. Our final one is that all in one place beats all over the place. Because a lot of us right now, we've got a bunch of random tools. We've got our little MailChimp and we've got some random CRM and we've got some phone tool and this and that. We got all these different tools. But if you can get everything all in one place, that's going to be way more efficient. This is a Radio Shack ad from 1990. Look at all the cool stuff on there. There's a computer and a phone and a video camera and a calculator and a music player and an alarm clock and great stuff. And do you know that everything on there, everything is now on your phone? And there's a reason everybody has a phone and nobody goes to Radio Shack, is because all in one place beats all over the place. I want you to get organized. I want you to have the right tools, because this isn't a system. Trying to build a birdhouse with mismatched tools, you can't build a birdhouse that way, and you sure can't build a note investing business that way either. Instead, this is the tool that Scotty uses. This is what he uses to grow and to automate and to reach out and to organize and to become the person he is and to have the business he is, because he puts all these tools together all in one place. Otherwise, you're trying to cobble all these random things together and they don't talk to each other. With Keep, not only do they talk to each other, they are each other. It's all one tool. There are two different levels of Keep that I want to talk to you about. There's Keep Max, and Keep Max or Keep Max Classic is actually what Scott has. It's a little more robust than what most of you need. Keep Pro is really the new flagship product. It is everything that I have talked about today. It is all the organization tools. It is all the automation tools. It is all the profit-making tools. It's all the A, the M, and the P. It's all the action that you're going to need to take. It's all the marketing that you're going to need to do. And it's all the ways to help you make more profit, the A and the M and the P. We should call it Keep Amp instead of Keep Pro for you. Okay, just pretend that's what it says in your mind. There's a different price for each one of these. Keep Max is normally $249 a month. Keep Pro is normally $169 a month. Now I say normally. It is for anybody else, but not for you because you're part of Scott's community. And Scott is one of our favorite partners, and we reserve our absolute best opportunity for him. Are you ready? So you don't have to worry about paying $169. $169 is for other people. $169 is for people who don't have the connections that you have. For you, Keep Pro is $99 a month. $99 a month for all the power of everything that I have talked to you about. All the organization, all the automation, all the A and the M and the P, all the action, all the marketing, all the profit for $99 a month. The average person says this is like the equivalent of having a part-time employee every month. But you don't have to worry about part-time employee taking time off or bringing their stinky tuna sandwich to work or anything like that. This is a normal order form when someone's signing up with one of our partner opportunities. The middle column, you can see you get one user, 500 contacts in a database. You'll be able to hold 500 contacts in there. And you get a little bit under that, 3 one-on-one coaching sessions. It'll cost you $500. That's to get you onboarded and coached and trained. And that's the $99. This is for our partners. But remember what I told you. We pull out some extra bells and whistles for Scott and for all of you guys. So here we go. The normal price is $99. Don't worry about the $169. The $99 is not going to expire and you're going to go to $169 at some point. $99 is your price. I'm going to make sure you have a big database. So we're going to 5 times your account size for you for free. So your database goes from 500 to 2,500. As you're looking for more opportunities and see more people and meeting more people, more opportunities, you're going to need a bigger database. You will never have to worry about paying extra for that bigger database because you're getting it now and getting signed up and it's going to be free for you. We're going to get you an additional user. That's going to be free. Maybe you have a partner, someone else you're working with, you have a virtual assistant, somebody. You will never have to pay extra for the additional user. You're getting that free because you're getting signed up now. I'm going to get you an additional 100 monthly texts free. So you have a total of 250 texts you'll be able to send out with your marketing automation. In addition to the emails, you get all the emails you want free. And now you can automate up 250 texts that can go out at the same time. Hey, just sent you an email. Hey, just had a property come up. Hey, I got to get your eyes on something. Check out the email I'm sending you. So now you can send 250 monthly texts. If you have campaigns built somewhere else, we will help you migrate those over for free. And here comes the best part. It's 50% off your first 3 months. So I took the price down to $99 and now it's $49 and change for the first 3 months. $49 for the power of Keep Pro is unheard of. We want to make sure you understand how to use it. So Brian and Greg have put together a little video course. They want to make sure that you understand things. It's a great video course. There are like 30 videos in here. You'll love them. They're great teachers. They charge money for that. We're going to make sure we can get you access to that. Success Engine is a company that does coaching and onboarding only for Keep. They are our #1 training partner. They just received the award for the #1 top partner training new customers. So we reached out to them. They're a small agency, so they don't do all of our training, but they've agreed to do all of your training for every single one of you. So you're going to get your onboarding experience through Success Engine. And you remember on the order form where it said you get 3 calls for $500? They're actually going to give you 4 calls. You're going to get 4 personalized one-on-one sessions with you and Todd, you and Tressa or something. And they're going to do a booster webinar, kicking things off on Tuesday. So you got to get signed up before Tuesday. You hop on the webinar on Tuesday at 10 Pacific. You're going to get the 4 coaching sessions and access to that video course. And the price on all that, it's completely free. You don't have to pay anything for it. We used to charge anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars for that. Scott paid thousands when he first came up. I know. Yes, I did. Sorry, I always hate that part. I know I'm going to get in trouble, but I just say that because it was not free. We're getting it free for everybody here.
Yeah.
But it is something people have paid thousands of dollars for, and you don't even have to sign any contract. There's no long-term contract here. There's nothing to sign. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But if it works, and it does, imagine what this could do for you. Imagine the time you could save, the money you could save, the A and the M and the P that are coming your way. All you have to do is go to keepnow.com/notecamp. So screenshot this, take a picture with your phone, jot it down, open up a tab. Keep Now, Keep is spelled K-E-A-P, Keep Now. Don't just go to regular Keep, because that's our website and they don't know what we're doing. /notecamp. That's going to get you opportunities to everything I talked about. I'm going to remind you one more time. You're getting 2,000 bonus contact database. You're getting a bonus user. Your onboarding is free. You're going to get 4 calls instead of just 3. You're getting 100 extra monthly texts. You don't sign any contract, and you're getting 50% off your first 3 months. Keepnow.com/notecamp is as simple as that. You're going to see a page that looks just like this. It's going to be simple and easy to do. You just fill out the forms and you're ready to go. Keepnow.com/notecamp. If you have any questions, there is my personal cell phone. There's an email address that you can go to right there. If you send an email, ta@keep.com. I just got distracted because Scott just sent me a text. ta@keep.com. My whole team will see that if you have any technical questions. But if you just want to have a question, want to call me, want to text me, there's my personal cell phone number. But the most important thing is right there at the top, keepnow.com/notecamp is as simple as it is. So there you go. Laura just mentioned in chat, so worth it. Keep rocks. So glad to hear that, Laura. I'm glad. See, Laura must have known all the answers. Automation rocks. Allison says, what time on Tuesday? It's 10 o'clock on Pacific time. If you have a conflict with that, they record that and you can ask them for a recording. Just register for it. You'll get some emails from us. Register for it. And then you say, hey, can you send me the recording on that? Everything starts keepnow.com. So keepnow.com/notecamp is how you sign up. Keepnow.com/get started is how you schedule your first coaching call. Keepnow.com/kickoff is how you can register for the webinar. So Notecamp, sign up. Get started is schedule your coaching, and kickoff is how you can register for the webinar. But that'll all be coming in an email your way once you get signed up and get going. So Scotty, did we answer everybody's questions? Did we help everybody and point them in the right direction?
I hope so. Here's the thing. One of the great things about this is that they do, not if you miss Tuesday, that's okay. They do it on a regular basis. It's record. If you're registering, you got to step away. I just went through a refresh 2-day event with Keep recently to work on a couple of things and clean some things. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it because, and I've been using Keep for a long time, long time. You guys also have an online conference, Icon Connect, or something coming up here in the next couple of months in September as well, which is a great event with marketing ideas and things like that. But what I love so much is that Keep saves me money. Keep saves me money because I'm not paying. I don't have to pay unless I wanted to. Save me money in text. They save me money on landing pages. I had somebody at Keep literally help me move over landing pages from another service into Keep, so it saved me money there. The email blast out there, it saves me money. I'm able to organize and be much more efficient. I mean, I sent a lot of emails. You guys know this, especially around an event on a daily reminder and then getting folks to sign up. There's a variety of things. Remember what Debbie Mullins said earlier about, hey, if you send somebody an invoice, they pay a credit card, you got some 1099. We do that. We'll send out invoices on a regular basis. We collect for things, for commissions or other things. And we'll send them a link and people can pay with their credit cards. A whole lot easier in a lot of cases. So many great ways to be able to touch people, see who's opened an email, send an email back 2 days later to those that didn't open the email, scheduling follow-up with our asset managers. Hey, we send an email out, schedule a call. What do you want me to call back? Okay, I'll call you next month or call you next quarter. Pre-writing the emails that we send out to asset managers on a monthly basis. Pre-writing most of the emails that go out to you guys on Monday night for Note Night in America, being able to resend that out. Getting people to opt into my free book, my free lead magnet. When I speak at publicly, getting people to opt in when I'm on stage, or if you're out at a networking event, giving people a phone to call you or to opt in. You have, don't get me wrong, it is a lot of tools, but the thing is, it's really the most effective tool in your tool belt. Somebody's asked me, text me, so what do you use MailChimp? Look, MailChimp was okay, but it didn't have all the bangs and whistles. If all you need was an email service to send that, great. But now they've even changed that up now where they don't like really dealing with note investors or real estate investors. So Keep is a great way to do it. You know, and then the pricing point on here, you're not going to find it cheaper anywhere else with all the bang for your buck. And as you said something, let's build you a London bridge that doesn't fall down. Okay. Let's build you a note bridge. Let's build it from the right up. Let's get your marketing going so it doesn't create more work for you. You don't have to create more issues. Oh, who to do that? I mean, I used the Keep app last Saturday at a networking event. I was able to get over 50 people to opt in or connect with me at a networking event where they hand me their business cards and I handed it right back to them. They're like, "Why do you don't want it?" It's like, no, you're already in my system now. You're good to go. We're connected. You were getting, and they're like, "Man, you're fast. I already got an email from you." It's like, it's one of the things I do. So guys and gals, I'm a huge advocate of this. This is one of the most important tools. We talked about A&M. Actions. Well, action should also stand for automation. And the marketing side here to help you get profits, and that's the big thing here. I was looking for my Keep hat. I have a Keep hat with a Keep. It's downstairs there as we're getting raining. So, but I'm a huge fan, Darin. You guys always. I mean, it's all the great things. Thank you so much for that special discount. Drops it down to half price for the first 90 days, guys. It's so worth putting it into work. And if you want to take it to the next level, maybe you're not in notes. Maybe you're more in a fix and flip. Maybe you're wanting to focus more on raising capital. This helps you look good. And a bomb diggity is right, Donald Ellington. It's a bomb diggity to make some things happen there for you. So I could sit here and brag all day. You know, I love it. It is a tool that we use every stinking day. And I like logging in because I can see who's opened, who's signed up for things, how our leads are working. It literally gives me a dashboard every day to see how things are going. And
can I add another letter to your AMP?
Yeah.
And I think one of the letters, and I was just, as you were talking, the letter R, so you can do the R like ramp, you're going to ramp up. But I think R is critical because R stands for reputation. And anytime you're in any kind of a business where you're dealing with money and partnerships and investments and all that kind of stuff, your reputation is so key. And if you send emails from MailChimp, that sort of says something. And if you send emails from Keep, that says something. And just the way you present yourself and your business is telling people a message. I had someone who signed up and within 3 months, she's gotten so many people saying, "Oh, I see you're serious now. Business must be going really well for you because I see you're using Keep now." It's just a signal to everybody else. I'm legitimate. I'm real. I'm trustworthy. I have a reputation, and I'm real about this. Yeah. I'm not just trying to fly by night doing some kind of freebie kind of things and trying to cobble things together. I am a legitimate business. I have legitimate opportunities. I am real, and I have a reputation. So I think Keep portrays the right professional reputation for so many people as well. So just be aware as you're doing what you're doing that you're advertising your reputation with whatever you do. You're advertising it one way or advertising it another way. So make sure you're letting people know what you're all about with that. Did Scott freeze? He must have frozen. Like I was just noticing, I just thought he was just staring there, unless I've frozen. Okay, good. I was wondering if I'm the one or if he's the one. I could be sitting here and no one ever heard anything I said. So, okay. Can you redirect your domain to Keep? So yeah, okay, he just dropped off. Good. You wouldn't redirect your domain to Keep, but inside, like if you had a domain, you're building a landing page, and then you can connect that to your domain, if that's what you're referring to. You wouldn't really, or inside your domain, I'm not really 100% sure what the question is, but if you have something from your domain and someone's signing up for something and they're saying, "Oh, I'd like to know more about that," you know, a lead capture type of thing, then that will connect to your Keep database. And also the same kind of thing, if you have a domain that you want to connect to a landing page, you can do that. I knew there was they were working on some of that last month, and I think they've gotten that all taken care of, because I saw some results on that. So that all takes place. Hey, we could take over right now. Scott's gone. We could, commandeer this and hijack it and do whatever we want to. So does anybody have any other questions that they might have? We have helped. If you're wondering, like, is this really good? As Scott mentioned, Keep has been a partner of his for years, and I've spoken at every note camp for the last 6, 7, 8 years, and every time people understand, they can see the vision, they can see how it can help them, and they sign up and they do amazing things as well. So we're looking forward to helping all of you do the same exact thing as well. David meant to say we heard you, but he actually, or hear you, he said we heed you. I like you to heed me too, so that's even better. Let's see, did I cover anything? Yeah, and Scott mentioned he had a landing page that we brought over. So we just have a new team that is helping. If some of you have, I don't know, Get Response or some other tool where you have some kind of automation and it's not as good, and you say, oh, Keep can help me do more, we have a team that can help with that in bringing over campaigns and help do that. Do your landing pages have domains? As you build a landing page, you'll have like a code, a short code, and you can then create a short code to that from something else. So you could then from your website say, click here to go to whatever the landing page, click here to sign up, click here to take action, click here to engage with me somehow. And you could do that, and then you could do a hyperlink that would take them to the landing page. If you have a domain already that you want to send people to, so like you're standing in front of a group and you're talking to people and you're teaching people and you say, getnoteswithallison.com, and if that's your domain, then you can connect that so they can go there and be part of that as well. Brent's popping in. Brent's not up for another 15 minutes, I'm gathering. Brent, we kicked Scott off. We have commandeered and we've taken over, and so he's no longer part of it. We've banished him. Just kidding. He just lost connection. Any other questions that anybody else might have? Went for a shot of scotch. Do you have QR codes? It's a QR. So we don't generate the QR codes, but you can embed QR codes into things. So there are other places where you can do a QR generator. So you could get a QR code and you could have that be part of stuff. So I've seen people even stand up in front of a crowd, put their QR code on the screen, and people can take a picture or something, and that could link them directly to wherever they need to go for that. Oh, now he's coming back. Now we have to be on our best behavior so he doesn't hear anything that we did while he was gone. Unless he just, oh yeah, there he is. Now he's coming back. We've commandeered things, Scott. We took over everything while you were gone.
It seems that way. We just had the lightning bolt hit and power went out here and reset the Wi-Fi on a couple things. So yeah, that's okay. I was on my phone getting the internet back up and the internet kicked back on. So it happened, but you know what? The beautiful thing is you guys kept running. Be cool.
We did. We were better without you, I think. We finally got rid of that dead weight, and we're able to move along.
I'll just leave and go on home, but that's
we figured you went for a shot of scotch. At least that's what Donald said. So
there you go. Well, I wish, but no, it's been is it going to go out? But yeah, it's pouring cats and dogs here, which is great. We'll take the rain, but it is what it is. But the beautiful thing is my computer went out. I could still automate on Keep. I was about to send an email out to everybody that was registered straight from the app here in seconds before the Wi-Fi came back on. So there you go. I can take my business anywhere, and I have done it from anywhere in the globe, from America to the Hawaiian Islands to Europe to the middle of a cruise ship, paying for expensive cruise ship Wi-Fi.
See, we'll pretend like that was all on purpose. You did that just so that you could illustrate the fact that even if you lose Wi-Fi, you can still operate everything with Keep on your phone.
There you go. Exactly. Well, Darin, I don't know if you guys are any other final questions for Darin before we let him go.
We got everything. I think we took care of everybody. Just remember, keepnow.com/notecamp. We got you covered. We're welcoming you to Keep, and we got you taken care of. We got our arms around you, and we'll help you out with whatever you need help with.
Amen to that, guys. Take advantage of it. Get signed up today. It's one of the best decisions you'll make, and go from there. So, Darin, thank you as always for delivering amazing stuff here and bringing the value and bringing a an amazing discount to help our folks save money and take their business to the next level.
My pleasure. We'll see you.
Thanks, Darin. Bye. All right, everybody. Hey, we're just going to take a short break here. Actually, you know what? I see Brent lurking there. Brent, you want to come on a couple minutes early? We can go and get started a few minutes early for you guys.
We can do that if my video host.
I turned your video off. I turned your video off when you're on here, so that was the reason. So
well, that's probably a good thing, anyways.
You should see a button. There we go.
There we go.
Hey man, how is it going?
It's going good in sunny San Diego.
Yeah, that's right. You're down there for the inner circle this week.
That is correct. So
cool. Well, let's do that. Once we get started here, and unless anybody needs a quick little break, or can we dive right into asset protection and figuring out which entity is the right one for your business? I will tell you this. We had a bookkeeper on, Debbie Mullins, who's really good, does bookkeeping for students, and great stuff. A lot of questions, so I expect us to have a ton of questions here, because some of the questions they asked her, she's like, "Well, that's a better question for your assets, asset protection, your team for that." So a lot of questions about LLCs and S corps and taxes and stuff like that. And I said, "Well, maybe you just need to say that for Brent later on, trust me." So
yeah, no, the more questions, the better.
Cool. Well, let me hit the record button. We'll get rocking here. So let me
okay.